You've seen us in the past use a power sander. Today, we're using a power buffer to create the shiniest bowling ball of all time. Usually, a power buffer is used on cars, but today, we're using it on our bowling balls. First, we gotta do a little bit of shopping. We're here at one of Matt's favorite stores, Harbor Freight. There's about a million options. We need something this size because it says it's 4 ounces, but I feel like the only options we have that are shiny are like 24 ounces. This is what we're gonna rock with right here. There's people staring at me. Going broke slowly. Thank you. Time to polish our balls. We got 2 Envy Tours here. We're gonna hit both of them with a 2000 Abralon pad, and then we're gonna polish just one of them as shiny as we can get it with this buffer, and then we're gonna take them both to the lanes and see how different they really are. That's better. I wanted to tell you guys that we don't know what we're doing. This is not it. We got the right polish now. We headed over to Matt's house who had some extra polish, and Ultimate Compound Color and Clarity Restorer from Meguiar's since 1901. I assume put some water on it. Just get a little wipage. Harder than doing it on a ball spinner, but it's really shiny. It's so shiny, it's like looking in a mirror. So now we're gonna take them to the bowling alley over at Derby Bowl, give Brent a visit, and see how different these 2 bowling balls really are. Maybe we'll just shine up a urethane ball while we're out there too. You never know. Why shiny bowling balls? The reason that there are shiny bowling balls is 1, for when the lanes are really hooking and you need something that doesn't quite create as much friction as something that's a little duller. 2, when the lanes are really easy, you're gonna want something shiny to be a little more responsive down lane to give you guys the highest scores. And 3, whenever there's an outdoor bowling lane involved. So if you guys want, click that subscribe button and maybe we'll bring one of these balls to our outdoor bowling lane. Maybe you just want to subscribe because we've been working so hard on these videos. I'd be much more likely to throw this dull bowling ball at a tournament than maybe a shiny one, just because it allows me a little more control of the pocket. So let's get lined up with this one first before I throw the shiny one. Just a reminder, we hit both of our bowling balls with a 2000 grit Abralon pad before shining up just one. So this one right here has a fresh 2000 grit surface. Yeah, that one hooked too much. I'm probably gonna move like 5 with my feet just to see. And that one was pretty good. Maybe throw one more shot just to double confirm that I'm actually lined up. Lined up. Time to line up with a shiny ball. But before I try and just take a guess and line up with a shiny ball, I'm gonna throw it in the exact same spot that I threw the other ball and struck with. It should go significantly straighter and not hook nearly as much. All right, so that was a really good shot from the exact same spot that my ball just went and hooked and went high flush at. So I'm gonna now try and find a spot where my ball is gonna strike at. I moved 5 boards left with my feet. It wasn't my best shot, but even with that being said, I probably need to throw it a little bit slower just because this bowling ball doesn't hook as much. So to get the maximum reaction out of it, I would throw it slower, but for science and research purposes, I'm gonna throw everything the same, just keep moving left until it strikes. This car polish is really doing a number on us. Moved another 2 left, but I threw a little better, so we're gonna go back a little bit to the right now, maybe where my ball didn't hook. Make sure my hand's in the right spot at the bottom, and it should strike. Should. Car polish guarantees messengers, period. That's the fastest messenger I've sent in a while. That was crazy. And if you want some house car polish, check out our online store. Brought to you by Messengers, the house car polish. That ball is going through the pins good. What's the brand we use? We gotta hit up McGuire's. Stat. Maybe collab on some of the house car polish. I'm lined up now, which was about a 5-board move with my feet left between the 2000 grit and the car polish. Now I'm gonna see how far left I can go with the ball with car polish. I'm gonna go another like 10 or 15 left, throw it as hard as I can, take the hand out a little bit. I don't know, maybe get another messenger? That was about 10 left. I'm gonna take my hand out a little more, a little less rev rate, see if we can get a strike on the board. Does that count as a messenger? 510. Yeah, I don't throw shiny equipment all that much. However, when I do throw shiny equipment, it's a lot more fun to see my ball make those kinds of strikes. I know everybody's favorite bowling ball reaction is the long and strong, maximum back end reaction. Now what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna head into the pro shop, polish the 2000 grit on an actual bowling ball spinner with actual bowling ball polish and see what the difference is between the two of them now. Let's see if our homemade polish contraption can keep up with actual bowling ball technology. All right, we're here in the Derby Pro Shop. We're gonna shine this up the correct way. We have some reactive gloss polish right here. It should make this ball shiny. This is 10 times easier than buffing it with a power buffer. Might not be as shiny, but it's way easier. I almost think that the real test here is gonna be the difference between the two polishes, because they're both gonna be probably an equal-ish amount shiny. It's gonna be the car polish versus the bowling ball polish. This is shiny. I don't think it's as shiny as with the power buffer, but it's definitely shiny. Let's go compare them. The one with the car polish is definitely a little more shiny than this one. I'm just curious to see how they both react. So let's test them out. I'm gonna go straight to the spot where I struck with the car polish and see what this one does. I think it'll hook more. Yo. It is dusty in the pro shop. 10 back on a shot that I slipped on. I bet if I throw one good, it hooks more. Now I'm gonna line up with both and tell you guys what the difference is between the two of them. That one 247'd. Let's go back to the other one from the exact same spot and see what happens. Feels like smoother. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. That one tripped a 6. That one's definitely, I don't know if it's sharper off the spot or if it just hooks more overall. Let me throw one more shot. I'm gonna throw it exactly from the same spot again. Again, this is the one on the spinner, not the one with the power buffer. I think it's a little earlier. It might be similar in overall hook, but I do think that that one is hooking earlier, and that's where you got the 247. And then the next one I made a little adjustment with the hand to try and smooth it out, and it was way too smooth. So I think it's just bigger, earlier, just not as good. One more shot. My next adjustment, once again, I'm gonna stand in the exact same spot. I'm just gonna try and get my hand around it to see if it hooks. This is the spinner ball. Get my hand around it. Yeah, I think it's just earlier, because when I get my hand around the side, it still makes a much smoother motion, where the other one goes down lane and snaps. So obviously the bowling ball spinner does what it's designed to do. Polish bowling balls, surface bowling balls, stuff like that, but it seems like we got our ball shinier with the power buffer and the car polish than we did with the React Gloss and the ball spinner. Would I recommend it? No. It was messier, it takes more time, probably more money, because you could go and polish your ball in a pro shop. It would probably last you a couple months and they might charge you like 10 bucks, 20 bucks. So we're all in for about 70 bucks. So if you guys want to subscribe to the video, help us out. You could go get your ball polished at a pro shop by an actual professional who knows what they're doing, not me in my garage. I guess the only good thing is you could also polish your car if you want, but that's literally the only good thing about it. That being said, if you guys already have one of these because you polish your car, I would definitely recommend messing around and giving it a shot with an old bowling ball you don't use anymore, just for fun. Just for fun. Make that thing shiny, make that thing hook down lane. Results not guaranteed. All right guys, we're now gonna run the same power buffer experiment. However, this time it's gonna be on this Radical Double Cross, which is a traditional urethane. Right now I'm gonna get lined up with it, and then we're gonna go and adjust the surface outside. It looks like it was freshly hit with like a 360 pad. Polish is definitely gonna help this thing out. That is a lot of surface. It probably needs some polish. I'm gonna throw this thing a little faster and then polish it. It's about the same spot I was standing with the 2000 grit MV Tour. It just has way more surface on it, so it hooks way earlier. I bet it doesn't hook at all when I polish it. Let's go power buff this bad boy in the parking lot. Damn, this thing is heavy. Got the goods though. We're set up behind, in front of, and surrounded by the lanes. We're gonna power buff this urethane ball. We could really use a little Meguiar's sponsorship right now. I'm just saying, if you're looking to get into a new market and you work for Meguiar's, please help. When you think you've had enough Meguiar's, just put more on. Gotta give it that spit shine.
Nothing here a little spit shine wouldn't fix. Spit shine! Spit shine!
I'm way better at this the second time around. Ball spinner, definitely way less sweaty.
That's fun.
I'm gonna give this a toss from the same spot that I did when it was not power buffed. It still hooked way more than I thought it would. Like a ball spinner, what I would have done is bring the surface from 360 to 500, then to 1000, then 2000, then shined it. All we had was the buffer, so we tried to polish the crap out of it, and urethane doesn't take shine well either. I really think the urethane doesn't take the shine well though, because the surface was so gritty underneath. It's like when you go from 360 straight to polish, it's much different than when you go from a ball like we had 2000 grit to polish. But it's a fun little experiment. We're gonna try and strike a little bit. I'm gonna move 5 left. Now I feel like I could strike for an hour and a half. That looked like good ball motion. If I was bowling league right here, right now, if I was to pick either of the 2 NV Tours or the double cross with some polish on it, I'm probably picking the power buffed NV Tour. That ball went sideways, only for messenger's sake. Like, I want to throw as many messengers as possible. We're bowling league. As the saying goes, more messengers, more money.
No one says that.
Hook. Yeah, it just urethaned on me. I was a little in at the target, and now that it has polish, it doesn't hook when it hits the oil. Gotta get it to the friction. Going 5 left again. Oh, you guys are lucky. Guys, shiny urethane, kind of weird, do not suggest. It looks good. Guys, the NV Tour Power Buff, money! And what I would say to all of you out there looking to power buff your ball, maybe do it if you got a power buffer at home, but I wouldn't go out and buy the supplies and try it out. So thank you guys for watching this video. We appreciate you watching us be a little ridiculous as usual on the channel. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Just subscribe for more videos like this one. Peace.